Hey, what's up, guys? Honest Day Gaming here. It's, again, been a little bit. I remember my last video I was saying I was going to do an hour of streaming every day up until Christmas. And if you're watching this video, you know, as usual, that didn't happen. I'll go ahead and explain why. My original plan was ambitious. More ambitious than what I was planning on, and so many things just came up at the end of the year that I just could not find the time, energy, or I guess just the willingness to stream or even make a video. And I'm sorry. It's not. I always said I'm going to be very transparent on this channel, and so that's what I'm going to be. We're in 2018 now, and 2017 was a year of broken promises and whatnot. So what I did is I have a list of goals here, and I'll link them in the description as well, and I'll be referring back to this video in, well, 365 days from 364 days, because it's actually out on New Year's Day. This is where I wanted to start it and say, okay, here's where I'm at mentally, physically, what I want to try and achieve through 2018. My goal is to hit every single one of these. At best, I want to try and get essentially a 90%, which is why I've developed 10 goals, and I want to try and get nothing less than a B. So maybe 80. So if I can at least hit 8 of 10 of these throughout the entire... Now, this is going to be... I have to have these completed, and it has to still be true at the end of the year. So that's one of the ones that I'll be having you guys help me out with. Because right now, let's see here. Actually, I have to pull up my account. Here we are, because I haven't checked my channel in a while. Right now, I am sitting at 10 subscribers on YouTube. That's not very many. I'm small time. No one really knows who I am. That's perfectly fine. I'm okay with that. I'd like to do more, but that's all going to come down to things. So my first goal that I have is one that you guys can help me with, and that is to get one. Just one more sub on YouTube. Not 10, not 200, not 2 million, just one. I want this year to be the stepping stone year of where I am going to be making strides to being better. But I want to keep them small. Because I'm one of those people that I have grand ideas and I want to go out and do great and make amazing things. But then I overwork myself, overthink it, and then other stuff sets in, and then it's bad again, and I get sick and depressed, and a lot of things happen. So I think I'm going to focus on this year being a very humbling year, I guess, or a building year, where I'm going to try and just focus on improving me, and in that same notion, improving the content that you guys will be able to see in the coming year. So that was my first one. Now the second one is 10 followers on Twitch. That one's going to be a little harder, but the reason I'm focusing more on Twitch than YouTube is because Twitch is more active, and it's a lot more when I have a group of people and we're playing a game and having fun. That can... Followers just don't usually drop off as much as subs on YouTube. So I figured 10 is a good number. That's my goal. That's probably going to be the toughest to do. The third goal I have is I have gotten overweight in the last year. I don't like it. I'd hate the feeling of it. So I'm going to try and lose weight, and I'm setting my goal at 20 pounds. Which is not very much. I've done triple that in years past, but I want to set it moderate. Because if I blow something out of the water, that means next year in 2019... I can set that bar higher, knowing I can do more. I can do that. So that's why I'm setting it there. The fourth one is more of a personal one, but also one that will kind of eventually come into the channel, because I really like doing costumes and whatnot. I like cosplaying at Comic-Con. And Phoenix Comic-Con, by the way, sorry. And last year, because of the stuff that had happened, I decided not to dress up, and it was really awkward. So this year, thanks to my sister for getting me this big-ass thing. It's not necessarily a Buster Sword, but kind of a Buster Sword. Close enough. And so I kind of want to make a costume for Comic-Con. And now I don't mean fully sewing and all that. I'm not that good at that part. But I mean what I do with a lot of my costumes I have. Like my Templar is just, I bought the base one and now I've upgraded by buying other stuff and making it look a little better. And just, I'm more one of those people, I'll throw the money at it to make it better and then try and make things if I can and have time to do it. And I would like to learn how to do more if I had the time to do it. So my goal is to create a costume in time for Phoenix Comic-Con. So that's a 5-month goal. And that one's the only one that really has a time limit, so to speak. Next up is, again, content specific. And that is that I want to make at least one edited video for you guys on YouTube. An actual edited video, not where I'm doing where I am now, where I just sat down, have this list, I'm just gonna throw it out there. I want to make at least one edited video so I can keep my skills up, and I like editing to a point, so I figured I would give that a shot. Let's see what else. For number 6 is I want to live stream at least 6 times this year. I didn't do a count of how many I did last year, but I want to live stream at least 6 times. 6. Yeah, whatever. 6 times. And that would basically mean one stream every 2 months at least, which is not a great one, but it's a goal. It's a step in the right direction of making a schedule, of getting into the flow and making sure it's what I want to do. So that's why I'm setting it so low, is because I want to, like I said, I don't want to overwork myself. Because there's a couple of these on here where I can easily see that I'm failing. And one of these I actually need to change. Oh, crap. I forgot what I was going to say. I had an idea here, and I don't remember what I was going to do. My brain. Sorry, everyone. I kind of just... Oh, how about this? We'll post at least 6 videos on YouTube that are not so there we go. See? Alright, so I got that one. Okay, so number 8 is actually another personal one. A lot of my friends, some of you who follow me on YouTube and whatnot, I've been promising to come visit. Go and see it. So this year I am going to try and at least see 1 or 2 of my friends that live either in other states or just, in general, that are abroad from where I live, and try and see them. So I have that. Number 9, again, is for you guys. Post at least 6 videos on YouTube that are not just the streams I'm going to be doing. So that's the important part. This video also does not count to that. So it could be 3 update videos and then a couple of just random gameplay ones that I do. Or it could be a couple other different things, It's not going to be the full-on edited one where I'm going to have an intro, outro, all that. That's going to be its own thing, its own specialty, but it might turn into that. And, it'll be what it is. Lastly... and most importantly, live through 2018. I was watching a few people put this on their lists for New Year's resolutions and whatnot. And the more I thought about it, it's actually not that bad. And here's why. Because even if I fail on every single aspect of my list, there will at least be one that if it actually still is applicable, because who knows, stuff happens, but I would assume it will work, and that is one of those guaranteed I did a good job. Oh, and I'm sorry, one of the other ones that I missed was those projects I had worked on or talked about, how I was working on like 3 or 4 different projects. My goal is to, by the end of the year, at least be a quarter of the way through 2 of the projects. Just not halfway through 1, a quarter of the way through 2, because some of them take so much time and effort and may go through different changes, and I'll be able to tell where about a quarter of the way would be based off of, okay, for example, the tabletop game I was developing. The quarter way mark would be finishing the first draft of the rulebook. That would be a quarter of the way. For the video game, it would be getting into alpha, essentially, but or getting a level or 2 done, or halfway through development of a level. Things like that would be probably making 1 level in the game. That would be good if we can accomplish that, but I don't know. It would either be that or have it to where we have everything, code, all that planned out, and we just are about to get into the development. I would say that's a quarter of the way. We'll go with that. So those are my goals for 2018, and we will look again on December 31st, 2018. And again, that video also will not count, because that is a promise that I will make a video on New Year's Eve and post it where I go through this list that I'm going to save. And we'll see how I did. But anyways, I want to thank all of you guys for supporting and being a part of the channel and commenting and being awesome. You guys are fantastic, and hopefully I'll be having some new content coming out soon. But like I said, I'm sticking to my goals. And it's going to be one of those, it won't be one of those, hey, once I reach my goal, I'm going to stop. Some of these, it's, if I reach my goal, I want to keep going and improving it if I can. So then when 2019 rolls around, we can look at it and go, boom, 100%. We did everything on my list. Let's try making next year better, the next one better by doing these things and increasing this, stuff like that. So that's my goal. And I hope you all will be there for joining me, and we all have a good time. And if you guys are making New Year's resolutions or New Year's goals, put them down in the comments. Tell me how yours are going to go. What are your plans? So that way in 2019, we can all look back on a couple of them and say, hey, here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to accomplish in 2018. Anyways, I want to thank all you guys for watching. And as always, peace out.